Greetings, minion survivalists and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade Dagger playing, well, if you don't know by now, you just will never know, with my good friend Haladmer. How's it going, Hal?
Doing pretty good. How are you today?
Keeping on this side of the pokey stuff. And for our viewers at home, as you can see, we've been doing a little remodeling. And we're going to stay away from Hub City for now because I think it's just a little too hot. Don't you think so?
Um, it's a little bit cooler than it was, that's for sure. But it's definitely a little warmer than we were expecting last time, so.
Yeah, we were thinking it would be like a cakewalk, just walk in there. There ain't going to be nobody around. We just go take whatever you want and get the hell out. Nope, no, no. We had too many friends to deal with. There's a mob of fans.
Something like that.
They were worse than the fans at a Justin Bieber concert, I'm sure.
I don't know about that one.
Well,
I think it's probably the same. It's probably
yeah.
the same crowd, you know. It's like, it's all good.
Yeah, they're hungry for brains because they ain't got none themselves. But, woo, ba-doom, boom. Yeah. So anyways, as for the renovations, I've gone and taken out the door of our bunker here and put a concrete block iron gate there. And so now entrance and exit is exclusively through this little ladder. And as you can see, this time around, Hal's got some clothes on. Yay!
Oh, did it finally update?
Yeah, apparently you
Nice.
got all your armor and stuff on. Well, you always had it on. It just visually didn't look like you did.
Right. But it's always nice to know that the game has finally caught up to us.
Yeah.
You know, only like 4 hours later, so.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, we've expanded out the roof here, entrance up here, and exit. There's a ladder right there, obviously. We're going to be doing some work on the tower. Now, one of the problems I encountered earlier tonight before we were doing recording is I was in the tower and a zombie came up and said, "Hello." And I said, "Well, hi there. Let me shoot you." And he managed to get himself into one of those dead zones that you just can't seem to aim down at to shoot him. So Hal and I are going to make corrections for that, so that no place is safe for the undead. Right?
Well, only if they get back in their grave, then they'll be safe there. But, you know.
Until I dig them up and kill them again, but...
Exactly.
You know, it may be a James Bond film that you only die twice, or live once, or something along those lines, but yeah, he never had to deal with zombies. Though
Yep.
that would be an interesting Bond movie to watch.
Now
Dead.
the question... Hmm?
I was just gonna say a good title could be like Dead Finger or something like that.
Well, I was going to say, is Bond the zombie, or is he fighting the zombies, I think is the question.
Well, it could be one leading into the other.
Could be. But that might be a little too much zombie.
True. It'd be one badass zombie at that.
Yeah,
Especially
well, it's because he cheats.
well, I mean, cheating isn't a bad thing if you're looking at it from like the perspective of like Captain Kirk. Of course, that's not Bond related, but
You know, close enough.
every zombie survivalist or hunter has their own Kobayashi Maru.
Yes. Okay, so now for the spacing on this, what are you thinking for spacing here?
Um, well, we got to put out. Let me show this to viewers here. I was suggesting a making the walkway come around the tower, and Hal suggested putting in iron bar, and I put in the block here just because, well, I'm clumsy and tend to not like edges. So with that as the dimensions for the tower, I'm thinking maybe what 2 blocks out from here. So like empty space, another empty space, and then a block.
Okay, so you want it to actually the so the folks at home know what we're talking about doing. What we're talking about is the existing walkway here between the bunker and the tower is expanding it out so that it circles around the tower.
Yeah. What he said.
So what you're saying is we'll do the iron bars all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll have a ring of single blocks all the way around. And then 1, 2, and then this is where the walkway will go. So we'll have 2 spaces between the edging on the bars and the walkway.
Exactly. Where you're standing right now would
Right.
be the edge of the walkway.
Okay.
I mean, I'd put a block underneath, but any more than that would probably make it collapse. So I have to build up from the ground up.
Right.
And see if I can get up to it.
So
Like
from here's
yeah.
maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Yeah. Right.
So
Like,
from there, okay.
oh, and I built it wrong.
That actually works out really well.
Yeah, because that extra space. Another thing about having the walkway, and this is something I've noticed in my single player experiments, particularly in Alpha 11, when it came to keeping zombies as slave labor, is is that once you have them in an area, you can kind of lead them around. So if there's a zombie over here where I'm standing, and say I'm up on that walkway over where my crosshairs are, they'll come to me there. So, zombie, zombie, zombie. If I can get out of the hole, they'll come to me here, and if I walk further down, they're going to follow me down. So if the concept will work the same way over here is if I'm up close to the tower, they'll want to be up close to the tower. And I won't be able to shoot them up close. So having this walkway out here, it gives you a little bit where you can pull them out from there to shoot them. You can kind of lead them to where you want to kill them. If that made any sense at all.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I'll do diagrams of it or something if I have to. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Looks like you had a collapse there.
Yep, it's fine. I'm trying to figure out the spacing for all of this stuff. So
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out exactly where to put the pedestals or the columns. Should we have them even with the corners, like you have right here?
for the you're talking about for the supports for the outer walkway?
Yeah.
That's what I'm building right now.
Okay. So while he's doing that, I'll have to go inside and get some iron bars that we have already in storage. If I can actually stop screwing around. Open door. There we go. So I'll get to the iron bars portion of it. And let's see, is it in there? No, so maybe it's in the one up top. If not, I got ingots to make more. So, yeah. And not in that one. Huh,
Okay.
I thought we had more iron bars.
We've got a bunch downstairs.
What, in the base itself, or?
Yeah, there's like 57 more down there.
Ah, okay. Well, we may be able to find a use for those at another time, I'm thinking, because I'm not feeling like running all the way down there, especially on camera. So I'll just make a few up as we go along.
Sounds good.
So, yeah.
And then for the people who are wondering what I'm doing, basically I'm out. Oh, Looks like I took that little... Did I take that one section too far? I took that one section too far. That's why.
Oh, you went further than like 4 blocks or something?
Yeah.
And there's no... It's an even numbered block thing for the tower, so to line it up like center.
Yep.
Alright. This is the center right here. On this face. On the other face, it's... You got even sides, I think. Yeah. The reason why that's an issue for you guys at home that are wondering is that when you have a odd numbered side, like in the front, you'll know exactly where the center is. It makes it easier to make it balanced. When it's even numbered on, like on this side, and you want to put something dead center, well, you kind of can't. So that can throw your numbers off if you're trying to, finagle it that way. So for you guys with OCD, know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's okay.
You just roll with the punches. It's no big deal.
Yep. Alright, so that gets us here. And one more, so that should actually work out fairly well.
Groovy. And iron bars. Alright. I don't think 32 will cover it all. We'll see. It might. Optimism, people. Optimism. There we go. So yeah, if we get kind of quiet here, guys, it's because we're, like, in the zone.
The auto zone.
Danger zone!
Alright, there.
See, this would be a good time to cue some Kenny Loggins.
Wow.
Yeah, that just dated us right there, didn't it?
A little bit.
Well, young kids can get it too, especially if they watch like Archer, the cartoon series of Archer. They might get it from that, but not quite the same. Oh, I'm on my own spikes. Lovely. See, you can't say that we don't shed blood, sweat, and tears for our construction projects.
Yep. Sometimes we shed a little too much.
Quite literally, at least in game.
Yeah. You only get away with that trick when you've got everything actually set up right.
Mm-hmm.
I removed the block under the tower to to make it a little bit better placement.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire thing doesn't fall because I've got everything braced up. So
nice.
All right, so.
All right, so yeah, we got the iron bars in, and with 3 to spare.
Right.
And that means we're down to... I used 14 iron ingots. So I pretty much hit it right on the mark, really.
Nice.
It was total guesswork.
Well, that's a good guess.
I would almost say an educated guess, but you're better at the numbers game of the game here than I am. Knowing the quantities that are produced and that kind of thing. I just kind of freehand it, and yeah, that was pure luck.
Hey man, luck is a skill.
Oh yeah.
So.
Except for when you're playing the lottery.
Well, that's just rigged.
Yeah. Unless it's a lottery from like the Hunger Games or something like that. Or I don't know.
Oops. And that's what happens when you misjudge how well things are braced up at a particular point.
Well, I think part of the problem with the bracing, if it's not the numerical, um, the load limits per the block,
Mm-hmm.
we also got to keep in mind that we are above a cave system.
Oh no, that was just me being stupid. I
Uh,
pulled the blocks out when I shouldn't have.
oh, okay, so that kind of mistake. But for those at home, if I recall correctly, there is an issue building over anything that doesn't have a solid link to bedrock. Say if a cave interrupts underneath the ground somewhere, it it has in some people's videos, at least as I recall from Midnight Designer, caused some structural instabilities.
Oh,
Even when things seem like they should be fine, like right here,
yeah,
what Hal built here should be fine, but that could be due to cave instability.
could be. Watch out.
Whee!
All right, so
So
did
maybe maybe we have to hammer them in before finishing this link in here.
yeah, we'll see.
So far, so good.
Well, it was okay before. It was for some reason it dropped at that point. It may have been because of the way I did it, because the structural integrity calculates based off of the last block placed. So if you have, like here where we have the column, if we come over 1, 2, 3, 4, and we place here, this new tower that I'm working on here, this column, has its own structural integrity calculation until you tie it into the rest of the structure. So doing that allows it to be stable. Now, if I had built this over first and then built this up, it would be taking the entire structural, and it just plays weird with the math. So,
And as I said, you're the one that is really good with the game math. Me, I just like I said, I mostly freehand it, but I do measure some things out, and like you keeping the same distance that I've done with the rest of the walkway. So I mean, it all has the same look, but it works out with having it not collapse on you.
yep.
Yeah. Oh, didn't want to iron that one, but okay. Maybe the inner ring should be made of metal. What do we got here? Just a little bit of scrap metal. Well, I figure if we have the puking zombies, that might be a nice thing, I guess.
Yep. Because we do have the horde coming up next week.
Yeah. Well, provided the Alpha 13 comes out.
True.
Which, I was thinking might be this weekend. Well, of course, we're recording this on Friday morning, but I was thinking it might come out this weekend, but, could be next weekend. Never can tell with the fun pimps.
That's okay. I don't think the fun pimps know half the time. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Yeah, you gotta watch it because Mad Mole might be watching and be like, "Oh, Haladmer, Steam, give me access to his account. Okay, now I'm gonna go through and like fix his XML file so that the only thing that he loots is like duct tape." Because he's Mad Mole, master of the universe.
Right. Okay, so
I'm so gonna get shit for that.
it's fine. All right, so these are the areas that we're having structural issues with. So let's go ahead and take this stuff down. And the reason I'm picking this stuff up is so that we can reclaim the wood. So Yeah, normally you guys don't see this portion of it. We go through, do the troubleshooting, put it all back together, and, you know.
We make sure we run it through quality assurance and and all that.
Exactly. Alright, so... so sometimes when you have issues like this where, you know, as you saw, it's the same spacing between them, but for some reason this isn't sticking correctly. One of the things that you can do is to update, you basically update this by starting to finish it. And that forces a recalculation on the game.
Mm.
So, now this does not always work. Keep that in mind. So this is very possible that this is going to fall down and kill me again.
Emphasis on the phrase early access pre-alpha or alpha.
Yeah.
Things that should work and most times do work won't always work.
Right. So, yeah, the structural integrity in this game, I think everybody playing along at home understands, is kind of weird at times. So let's see if this did reset it the way it should have.
Fingers crossed.
Nope. So we still have a problem here. So this is probably the bedrock issue.
Okay.
Now you can get around the bedrock issue. The question is do we want to? Because I can make it work.
Well, do what you gotta do, man.
Alright.
I mean, you know what you're doing, right?
Usually.
I trust in that, so rock on.
Alright.
And if you don't know what you're doing, well, fake it till you make it, right?
Exactly.
It's like the IT guy's credo.
Alright, let's see if this fixes the... This will sometimes fix it. For the folks that are watching on Silver's site, what I'm doing is... The way that the structural integrity is factored is based on the column that's the main support. And then you can add horizontal support by putting in cross braces or by doubling up. What that does is, for some reason, don't ask me why, basically it does a separate calculation at this level as it does at this level. So when you put the two together, it then goes, oh, well, this one is, 50%. This one's 50%. Okay, that means this one should be 100%. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And let's see if this is going to work on this one.
And for those of you that have seen my, I think mostly in my Alpha 11 series of 7 Days to Die, the middle one dropped out.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's the bedrock issue.
Yeah, but yeah, I've put in supports like this in the corner bracings, mostly for decoration purposes. But it does, like in this case here, it, as you can see, it does have a little bit of a structural benefit.
Yeah, you could realistically you could actually put the square ones under it and just have it a two deep.
A double
right.
Double path, which really isn't a
'cause
terrible thing. I'd do that.
Because watch, so you know that because of the way it was before, if it's connected here, it'll drop. Now, watch, if we do the double up, let me get back up here. Come on, up the stairs. Thank you.
And yeah, this is most likely because it's not straight rock all the way down to bedrock. And see, it works fine now.
Yeah, and basically it's because the way structural integrity is calculated. Normally it tries to calculate based off of the material that's resting upon the support. Because this is wood all the way up, and it will always be wood all the way up. It calculates at both levels, because according to this, Let me bring out this row here. This first row is one row. So it calculates structural integrity from here up to this first block, and it's enough integrity to keep it standing. So this gives you a solid base for the next row to rest on. And that's how that works. So basically that top row is its own structural integrity calculation, which is modified by the one directly below it. So if you have a situation like this where you can't get them to stick, do two levels high, and it will almost always fix the problem. I tend to try to avoid doing that because I don't like the aesthetic, but if you're in an area that you need to do it, you need to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because I know people have asked before about some of the things, a couple of seasons ago on one of my single players, I had one where I hollowed out a mountain and was able to get the entire mountain to stay up on one block of wood. and if you see here, it has fixed the structural integrity problem.
Nice.
We drop down.
Actually, yeah. For the guys that are watching on my side of this, you'll want to see Hal's video, of course, or you can go through the ViewSync link that should be up later tonight. I usually do them in the evenings around 8 p.m. or so, sometimes a little later. But yeah, check in the evenings and you can watch both our videos side by side, and you can see what he's talking about when I haven't been facing what he's been doing there. But you can better visualize what he's talking about.
And as for the folks that are watching from my side, as you can see, you can actually now jump around on these things, and they're not going to go anywhere. When you start doing things where you're mixing materials, it gets really, really wonky.
Yeah, that really complicates things a bit.
Yeah,
particularly like with metal trusses.
Well, the one that you really run into it with is the concrete.
Mm-hmm.
Because the concrete has a very high weight, but a very low shear. It, in theory, is something like 7 blocks or something like that. But because of the weight of the concrete, the shear is impacted. I'm not sure why the math breaks with it like it does, but it is. Like I said, it is what it is. But yeah, that's how you get it to work. It's just double it up.
Now, it may not always be great according to maybe your specific plans, you being like the viewer, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get things to work right.
Yep.
And eventually, I'm wondering how these types of physics and all that is treated in Alpha 13.
It's supposed to be a completely new physics engine. They're actually on the full Unreal 5 or whatever it is now.
Unreal or Unity?
Unity, rather. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm just like, wait a minute, Unreal. That's a slightly different engine, isn't it?
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm tired.
Yeah, for
and
those
I'm trying to scale a mountain that's not working. So.
Yeah, for you guys at home, you may be watching this on Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. We're recording this, Eastern time. It's almost 3 a.m. for me.
Yeah, we're coming up on midnight for me. So, and I have a couple of more things to record tonight. So.
Oh, so your night's just beginning for the most part. All right, so I think I got the inner ring done.
And down goes the tree.
It's a good thing because we're pretty much out of wood. I just had to take the 8 logs we had in storage and plank them.
Yep.
But yeah, for you guys at home, the inner ring we can stand on gives a little bit of ability to get zombies that are right up here pounding on the wall. And we can shoot them through that, and if for some reason they're hard to shoot here, we can get out on the outer ring and either lead them around and shoot them, or just be able to get a better angle at shooting them. So it adds a little more mobility than being just cooped up in a tower where your lines of sight might be inhibited for some reason or another.
Apparently, the lumberjack union is upset with me and my unorthodox ways of taking down trees.
He's using a shovel, most likely, right?
No, I'm using a fire axe on the snow.
On the snow. Okay. Yeah.
But it's faster.
Hey,
I'm lazy.
I'm not judging you one way or the other. Just
It's
saying.
faster. I'm lazy and I'm tired. So, uh-oh, that's gonna hurt.
Oh.
Oh, that was close.
And yeah, it only works in snow. Ooh, I think there's a deer down here.
Yeah.
Walking dinner. Oh, come right up to me. Yes.
So, for the folks who are watching me do this, and if you don't know, normally when you chop down the tree falls away from you. If you use the snow exploit, the tree falls towards you. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, so diggy diggy, run away!
Yes.
Oh, where'd that
Hey.
damn deer go?
So yeah, do definitely keep that in mind if you do this, because don't blame me for any injuries, death, loss of limb, whatever.
Yeah, and you can blame the ghost, the soul-sucking ghost trees, but when you're doing that exploit, it's more on you.
Yep.
Holy crap! I shot that deer in the ass, and now he's dead, but he's ass to the wind. You have to watch. Oh, what happened? You got killed by a tree, huh?
Yep. You said it's on you, and it fell all on me. So.
Boom.
Yep.
Yeah, this is kind of like bad. You got to see you're gonna have to watch the video to see this view.
Face down, butt up. Is that the way the deer died?
Pretty much, yeah.
Nice.
It's if it was a goat, terrorist would be getting kind of sweaty right now, but yeah.
Wow.
Yep, I went there. That's an Al Qaeda bride. All right, I'm gonna shut up now. You dig the hole that drops a tree on you. I just dig a hole and crawl in it.
Yeah, apparently. Wow. You are feisty this evening. Okay, yeah, let's see.
What can I say? I got a little fire in the blood.
Apparently. Alright, so that's 55 more. Okay. So I think I have enough lumber to at least do one level of upgrade on everything that wasn't upgraded yet.
Okay. Yeah, I got. I'm gonna deposit the scrap metals because I don't think we want to upgrade them that far, do we?
No, I'm not planning on it.
I only did the inner ring, kind of on accident, on purpose.
Yeah, that's fine. If anything was going to be upgraded, that would probably be it.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to want to upgrade the support columns, but
Yeah, like we did with the rest of the walkway.
right.
Well, we got some venison, some neck fats, neck meats. And so that'll add to our collection. Alright, let's see where you at over here. There we go. Alright, so we're at 33 minutes.
Yep.
I brought us in. You want to take us out?
Sure. Thank you all for stopping in today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I know Silver and I definitely enjoy bringing this stuff to you. So if you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that like button. Not only does it help both of our channels to grow, it lets us know you're enjoying the content. And, well, that's what we're here for. If you're not enjoying the content, we're all kind of wasting our time. So let us know you're liking it.
No. If they're not enjoying it, we're not wasting our time. We're having fun. They're just wasting their time while we are having fun. So no
Fair
loss
enough.
there for me, or for you.
Fair enough. So, yeah, if you are enjoying it, make sure you hit that like button. And if you would, visit both of our pages. I know that Silver has a link back to mine, and I have a link back to his in the description, as well as on the sidebar for both of the channels. And if you have any comments or questions, make sure you throw them in the section below one of the videos, and one of us will get back to you at some point in time. I think Silver's a little bit faster on the response than I am, but you know.
And it depends on the time of day too. So if it's in the evening
This,
Eastern time, I tend to be more on it, whereas in the morning and early afternoon, not quite so much.
yeah, so. But yeah, thank you all for stopping in today. We did appreciate it. Hope you did enjoy it. And as always, folks, take care and be safe out there.
And until next time, see you later. Twitch, twitch.